Village of Lockbourne played an important role in the early history of the Hamilton Local School District. The first Hamilton Township High School opened its doors in Lockbourne in 1896. It was a four-room school equipped with a lower-level coal cellar, but no indoor plumbing. Students used outhouses located behind the building. It consisted of a four-grade primary department, a four-grade grammar school, and the first four-year high school in the district. In 1898, the first high school class to graduate held their commencement ceremony at the Lockbourne Methodist Church. The graduates were Charles Dill, Voss Blake, Herbert Coker, and Alan Rathmel. Once the minor school was built on Roar Road in 1918, the Lockbourne School became an elementary school for grades 1 through 6. It remained an elementary school until 1953 when Central Elementary opened on Rathmel Road. In August of 2019, alumni from the old school all came together to share stories and smiles from their time as students there. Here are a few of their stories.
I just love Lockbourne. I love this little school. We have a lot of fond memories. I think there were 6 of us that went to school here all 6 years and then went to Hamilton and graduated together. And that's a fond memory to think of that.
And Shirky. I'm from Lockbourne here with my 12 brothers and sisters, and we've all gone to Hamilton Township, and our children, a lot of them have gone to Hamilton Township. But there's one thing I wanted to tell you about this school. I was in Mrs. Soliday's class, and my Uncle Noble, who was a reverend, brought me down this cute little dress, gray with little yellow flowers, and I was so proud of that thing. I'm sitting in Miss Soliday's class, and I had to go to the bathroom, and we had outside toilets. I raised my hand, and Mrs. Soliday wouldn't answer me. I kept shaking my hand, and she wouldn't do it, and then all of a sudden, I wet my pants. I jumped up, run outside to the toilet, and when I come back in, I was hoping none of the kids could see what happened, but they did. It was a water spot all underneath my desk. So I've had a wonderful time here today, too. I want everybody to know.
I remember getting wet by Miss Dally. Getting caught hooking, going out in the bathroom, clear out in the back over there, in the corner. That's about it.
It was 1951, 1952. 1951 is when the Korean War was going on, and so there were some intense times back then when we were in school and we had bomb drills instead of fire drills because we never knew what was going to happen as far as somebody dropping a bomb on us here or whatever. So I had a good time here at Miss Diley. It was my first grade teacher, and she kept strict order in the class. Nobody spoke out without permission, and I just had a good time my whole year here, and I wish it would have gone on to 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade, but it was just great to be a ranger and be a part of this.
When the building ceased operations as a schoolhouse, it was purchased by the Freemasons in 1954 and became Lockbourne Lodge number 232 until the end of 2017, when the lodge merged and moved to Groveport. When the Masons started holding meetings in the 1950s, the building was considered one of the 500 moon lodges because members held meetings on days determined by the full moon. Most lodges now meet on a set day of the month. A moon lodge was identified as such due to the lack of light for travel to and from meetings. During the 18th century, with transportation limited to horseback, horse and buggy, and travel by foot, there were no paved roads and very few gravel roads. The full moon provided light to travel at night. At the turn of the 20th century, there were approximately 3,000 moon lodges in the United States. The former building is only one of approximately 129 remaining Moon Lodge structures in the country.
The Village of Lockbourne purchased the building in February of 2018 with the intention of using it as an event center. Renovations have been ongoing as we focus on making the building as close to the original appearance as possible. Many who have entered the building are excited to see just how much has changed in such a short period of time. The demolition was finished with volunteer hours from the village staff and council, with the renovations being completed by general contractors. We have already had several village events in the building during the renovations, including the Old Schoolhouse reunion, the annual Christmas hop, the annual community block party, some fundraising events, and of course, our famous fish fries. In 2019, a nonprofit organization called Rediscover Lockbourne was established to support the village. Rediscover Lockbourne's board is composed of current and former residents, as well as Friends of Lockbourne. Their primary goal is to raise money for the Old Schoolhouse renovations, and now that the first floor is complete, they will work on raising money for the second floor renovations. The Old Schoolhouse will continue to be a link to the past as we look forward to the future.